Hello.
Hello?
Oh,
How are y'all doing? Cold.
tired. Tired.
Very cold.
I'm cozy with my duvet.
Oh shit.
Japon for me.
Yapon. Well, it was a Yapon. Now it's a onesie. Yeah.
True.
And also, if anyone's interested, any $20 tip tonight will go to affect the game and or the story tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, if I just randomly ask you to roll me a D100, that's basically what happens. It's like, okay, cool, what's gonna happen? Okay, cool. Something good or something bad.
Nice.
Or I should hide the roll from you guys and just
Yeah,
go with that.
I don't want to know.
Yes.
You don't
I
want to
did.
know.
Pain. I
Little
want to
just
paint a secret.
Okay. All right.
Just stab me in the back.
You can react, but like dramatically. You can lie. It can be something good. You can be like, ooh.
Mm. Would you rather have me, like, for pivotal moments roll the D100s and you not know it, or would you rather roll a D100 and have the anticipation of, oh shit?
You know,
anticipation.
it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard because if we roll it and we fuck it up, then it's like, damn,
Yeah.
I fucked it up. And then you like if you don't roll it, then it's like, oh well, this was it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen anyway, almost.
Okay, maybe we'll see once we get to that point.
Yeah, if you want us to roll it in secret, we can roll it into the tower, but or visible, we can just roll it there.
Yeah. And this is a vampire story. It's got some scary shit happening. Sometimes it scratches wounds and opens up old scar tissue, and sometimes it just dances around said scar tissue. So if at any time, dear viewer, if you're uncomfortable watching any of these anything unfold, please feel free to move away for a bit and come back later, or even fast forward the video if you are on YouTube. And where were we last? Where's everybody located?
We are all
On horses.
we're on horseback and we're going to Kanonko to go find vampires
Mm-hmm.
and maybe capture them, but they're very fast, so that's why we're on the horses.
Not as fast as we are. The power friend is faster.
And then we trip and fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just our luck.
No, they're going to turn the horse into a vampire and then just like.
They're gonna, oh no, vampire horses.
It's
Does that
better.
make you,
It's
like,
better than a
A
rogue.
were-vampire?
Welcome back. Your steadfast
Does it make you a
loyalty
furry?
is greatly appreciated.
A rogue horse. A rogue horse, you know.
I will say it would be quite cool if like a gangrel has like a horse familiar. Like the idea seems very cool. Like you're riding on your horse familiar.
What if a gangrel? Is it a gangrel? No. Yeah, it is the gangrel that transforms. Wait, hold on. I'm hitting a blank now.
Gangrel the shifters. Oh, they
Okay.
have the protein. Yeah.
So, what if a gangrel has got a very big affinity for horses? I can't use my hands. Why? Cluck,
Their
cluck,
hooves.
cluck, cluck.
Imagine.
Do they get the ability to like kick you hella hard? Like they kick you and you just explode. Is that how that works?
That'll probably happen, yeah.
Do you know how scary it would be? You in an open field and like a shit ton of like vampire horses and they're like piranhas, dude. You're just like you're running and those fucking things are fast. You're like, oh
Gallop.
shit. And you know, like about like horses that look have like human teeth. Like,
Oh, that's hard.
A little shocking that Marta did not.
You can't even outrun them. They'll fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be freaking crazy.
Also, Jono, you look a little bit cold. Do you know what?
Cold.
Do you know what can warm you up?
What can warm me up?
Exclamation mark.
Shabak onesie in the chat. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again. Type exclamation onesie in the chat. You're gonna get all the deets. Remember, did you hit your goal? Is that why you're wearing the onesie today? Is the onesie for fun?
I've hit one of the goals, yeah. One of the five goals.
Congratulations, we've hit one of the goals, which is the $100. So Sorrel or Zaffageek is wearing the onesie for 3 streams. Isn't that awesome, guys?
This is the
We spent
third stream.
This is the 3rd stream. You see this wonderful onesie? You want to see it again? Spend $500, 500 schmackaroons, the balloons in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, you will go to the Fuck Off Police Account concert and take a picture in the onesie. He's going in the onesie.
In the onesie.
There
And
will be receipts.
he never takes it off. That thing has basically been on his body for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
If you really want to send in the flavor,
Mm.
then
Marinade.
the next mark so he can
Mhm.
really cement the smell of victory.
And also, any $20 tip tonight will affect the game.
Mm.
Affect the game.
Are you gonna help us? Are you gonna hurt us? Who knows?
Yeah.
The dice will know.
Probably.
If you hurt us, maybe don't do that.
Maybe don't.
You just and you die. And you die.
I've never said no to hurting in the game.
yeah, but
Maybe yes. Yes.
Also, it will have Fuck Off Police car
Yeah.
in a onesie.
Humiliate me in front of my favorite band in South Africa, why don't you? I don't think they will, though, so...
A fun fact: he's in one of the music videos.
Yeah.
He is.
Legit. I went to go check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're never gonna try and humiliate me whatsoever. Never. Never. It's not gonna happen, Mika. It's not gonna happen. And if you guys are looking at Twitch chat, Mika is the person who is the Brabantse Nacht. Brabantse Nacht. Yeah.
What the hell does that even mean?
Brabant is an area in Netherlands. And there's a song called Brabantse Nacht, I think.
That sounds so German, though.
Yeah. Jawohl. Suka. I don't know.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And so you're all on horseback except for?
Except for Luan, isn't it? Didn't you say you were gonna stay behind?
No,
Yeah.
we were talking about, but then he actually came with us.
He just came.
Yeah,
He's a-
because we didn't get the things for me to build the cage and stuff.
Oing.
Ah, yeah,
Okay.
because that's kind of a bit of a logistical nightmare.
Yeah. We're all on horseback.
All right, awesome.
I just would like to put out there, I was dumb and I forgot that Fantasy Grounds needs to do things, so now it's updating.
Yeah, luckily, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the camera opens up in an area we haven't spent much time in. It was only random scenes happening in there. If you look closely, the pot with the singed skin on the outside is still there. And you hear footsteps. And the camera pans over, and it's a bunch of laboratory equipment. And the camera pans over, and you see feet. And then a heavily bandaged person. And someone is standing next to him. The person. Dressed in what can be best described as a midnight black cloak. And the camera zooms around on her eyes, and you see that there's a couple of tears running down her face. And her hand comes up and she wipes the tears away. And you hear the voice, "Oh, dearie, I'll take the pain away. Don't worry about it. All I need to know is who did this to you." And the camera fades out. And it goes back to where you guys are heading off into Kanonkop, or towards Kanonkop. So, as always, we start off with a couple of rolls, why don't we?
No, why would we do that?
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
mean...
still the same day or same night?
No. We have to start off with a couple of rolls.
Rolls.
I need everybody to roll me. Either, whichever is strongest, or better, either dexterity and drive,
Shit.
or manipulation and animal ken.
Oh shit.
Okay,
And
dexterity
the only person
and
that
drive.
shouldn't roll this would be Marta.
Why?
Manipulation and animal can.
Because
Yeah.
my horse knows what he's doing.
Oh shit.
Duke knows what he's doing.
Fuck. Why do I get Duke?
Because Duke is Marta's horse.
Shit. Oh. Well, JJ's dead. Wow, that's cool. There goes the campaign.
What do you mean? Why? What you mean? Luan rolled 0. What do you mean?
I'm the fucked one.
I got 1. I got 1 out of 3, bro.
My leg is still fucked. I'm just gonna die here. I'm already injured to death. You're also fucked, Jan.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I get the base out of the 3 of you. I mean, the 3 of us. So.
I told you guys we should have fucking walked.
I'm not gonna hike for 5 hours in this suit. Excuse you.
Dude, I don't know if we ever fucking even rode a horse in our fucking life. Now we're like, yeah. Whoa, Buxy.
Well, that's your horse's name now. Okay, so that's interesting.
We literally just start and everyone falls off.
Oh,
except
luckily
Marta.
not. You've gone quite a ways. You're about halfway. You're about halfway. And I guess for some reason, Jan Hendrik is sort of getting bored. So what do you do in your mind to affect both of you falling off of the horse, of their respective horses?
Can
Jan
Marta
Hendrik?
assist them?
To fall off, yes, of course.
To keep them from falling off.
Oh, to keep them from falling off. Okay, you can roll. You can roll me an animal ken and manipulation.
Nope.
It's
Oh,
just
she
not.
makes it worse.
No,
It's
she makes
not
it worse.
just
Animal thing.
meant to
Let
be.
me help you. Oh, you loosened the saddle. Oh shit.
So what do you do to enact this, or should I tell the story?
Go
So,
for it.
wait, who's falling? Like,
You and Luan.
Us. Yeah, and
I-
us.
can I try? Like, I am going down.
No,
Can I
but you
try
need to
to
tell me
give up?
why you're going down. What did
What's
you
my
do
idea?
to force to,
Oh.
what led up to you and Luan both falling?
So Jan Hendrik never tied the saddle. I don't think Jan Hendrik ever like rode a horse. That saddle is basically like loose. The fact that we got up and the saddle didn't like flip or fall off or anything like that, it's basically a mystery. But yeah, that saddle was never tied.
So
This is
what happens is you guys are riding. You're riding next to him, and Luan is riding next to Jan Hendrik. I think Marta would be sort of in the front,
Yes.
and JJ would be sort of at the back. Let the peasants lead the way, sort of.
Mhm.
You know.
Most
And-
important person at the back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
With
mean,
the crowd.
yeah. And you try, you hear. This is what happens. Is you hear that you hear the telltale signs, Marta, that oh,
Yes.
someone's about to. You hear like you're so attuned to it, you hear like the saddle slipping.
Yes.
And I mean, you did ask him, listen, can
Yep.
I help you can I help you fasten the saddle? He's like, no, I know what I'm doing. Okay?
Yep.
Because he's the warrior. He knows what he's doing.
Sure.
Everybody worries about him. And
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
he worries about nothing. Everybody worries about him. There we go. And you hear the slit and you stop the horse, and as you turn around, you see him fall into Luan. And trying
Oh,
to
no.
regain his balance, he grabs onto Luan. And they both just fall off the horses. Now, don't worry, nothing happened. I need both Luan and JJ. Roll me D100s, please.
Oh,
Luan,
Yeah.
Luan and JJ. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
because you're falling. What is?
Secretly or not?
You can do it secretly if you want to.
Everyone can see my face.
Marta
I know.
will
that's good. That's
Let's
good.
go,
Try.
gang. Let's go. Without you.
Marta will try and position Duke in such a way that we stop the horses from running off.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's nice, Martha. Like,
wait, did I
It's
say?
my horses.
What am I going to do? Go face him?
Yes, you
It's
said
JJ.
JJ.
Did I say
instead of
JJ?
Jan
I meant
Hendrik.
Jan Hendrik. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But JJ, that's good.
No.
That's good. That's good in any case.
Yeah.
thought
I
it
was
was
also
fine.
just like JJ. Oh,
Yeah!
Oh,
I have 87, right? Right?
Yes, of course you've got 87. Yes,
Oh, you did.
yeah.
of course. So
Now
what
I
essentially
activated wound.
what essentially happened? He's standing there, and it's basically the horse just stopped, and what little momentum there was shifted the saddle slightly forward, and the horse, his horse, Jan Hendrik's horse, is like a statue, and Jan Hendrik is like, he just topples over. He grabs onto Luan, and the horse frightened so much. I love how it tells a story. And
Yep.
his horse got such a fright that the horse jolted and just threw him off. So Luan's saddle was perfectly fastened and everything. He just like jolted. He just like went on his hind legs and everything. And both of them are in the ground. But luckily you get around with the help of Duke. And you just calm the horses down. And JJ Malan, your horse just stopped and looked. And you can almost swear it laughed. It went.
It's like if you step on them, don't step on them too hard.
Marta doesn't pay attention to Luan and Jan on the floor. She just goes to Bixie and fastens the saddle properly.
I will probably be on Bella, and I think that JJ
Okay.
is under.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that is just a little thing that happened.
Yes, ignore the mortals. Luan thinks. Like,
Ignore the mortals, why don't you?
Mm.
All right. And then you continue on a bit. And eventually you get to Kanonkop. This is about 2 hours later.
Okay.
So it's 9 o'clock at night. I'll just update the time. Du-du-du. It's 9 o'clock at night. And what's an awareness from everyone?
Dice. We love the dice.
Awareness. Awareness.
Now we get the wits and awareness.
Now you get the decent wits and awareness. I like. So you notice a bunch of, like, what could be potentially cave entrances around this area. But there's one that grabs your attention. There's a body on the ground.
Well, if I would have guessed. I think
It's about 100 meters away, so you can still see it.
It's so far away. So if I would have guessed, it would have been somewhere around there.
Is that
Yeah,
some
we
police
should-
officer that went or something?
We should tie up the horses here. 100
Yeah.
meters away sounds like a good distance for them.
Yeah.
Get like a
maybe.
tree and tie them up there.
I just warn you that I can't run, so if something is chasing us, I don't know if I will get to
You'll
our
be
horse
running
because
like
it's
this.
so far away.
Oh, that's a
I'll
good-
turn around and say, "Vampire, carry me. Put me, and then you can chase me."
I'll pick you up.
Oh, perfect. That sounds brilliant.
It's like bridal carry. It's just like,
Yep.
It's like, I got you.
I got you.
Muscles bulging.
Strong woman.
I got you.
Get to the horses.
She's just Arnold in a wig. That's how.
Basically. And what do? You tie up the horses in such a way that it's very, like, they just basically loop the reins around so that if you
Yeah,
can
so
get
you
on
can
it, you
just
can just
pull-
pull it. Yeah. You get on it,
Yes.
you pull it. And you show them how to pull it.
Yes, I do.
I know how to tie.
Do you pay attention on how to get it loose or not?
He doesn't have a choice. Luan will take him by the hair and point him, as I know what
Okay,
happened.
I'm checking. I just want to make sure.
You
know?
fucking better.
You guys are you know I'm a professional. I'm just.
You do have not ridden a horse ever.
That's true, but it's, okay. Shit.
Shit, they've got it out for you, man. They've got it out for you.
The hatred.
Yeah. And yeah.
Oh, so basically, what's the plan? We're gonna sneak up, find the entrance, maybe make it so if something gets past us, we have advantage. Question mark? Any ideas?
What do you say?
Oh, sorry, we were laughing at something. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to see it, but then I have to switch scenes.
It's just how Marta looks.
Yeah.
Oh no, now I need to see. Ah, yes.
Sorry. What were you saying, Jan?
Yeah, what do you say?
I like everyone was looking at me. I'm like, are you guys looking at me? I'm saying like, if we sneak, we're basically gonna sneak. We're gonna choose a tunnel entrance. Are we gonna trap the tunnel entrance with the one we go into? So if somebody gets past us,
Yes. I should
We-
probably actually be good at trapping the entrance.
Okay.
That should be not too difficult. I have rope and small string and explosives and stuff.
yeah.
Nice.
Any ideas, Marta?
So we'll let Luan set up the trap and then affix some of those metal containers to the roof with string
Smart. So we can hear if something.
Yes.
Something
That's
weird happens.
Oh,
I'm not good at stealthing. Just be warned.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm good at it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys. I don't want to split up, but can you guys scout a little bit deeper, and then come and get us?
Yeah.
we could do it.
Yeah.
Because if I will make noise, pointing at the leg, and Marta will make noise, pointing at her bulging muscles.
It like makes a squeak. It's like.
Literally.
Just check
Sorry.
your messages there.
That's
Oh.
it.
I will go to the person at the cave.
So you were busy planning on what to do,
Yeah.
and he notices he just moves off after a while. He just moves off while you're talking about how to set things up. He was adamant that he's staying behind, but he's moving towards the cave.
Yeah,
What is
I'm
he
heading
doing?
towards
We-
the cave to the person. I'll start taking out stuff out my backpack.
Well, someone is excited for the hunt.
So yeah, someone's taking initiative, but why?
Probably because of the body.
I go. I'm following. I follow you,
Yeah.
but sneakily,
So
stealthy, in the bushes.
Yeah,
Not
think it's
stealthily.
basically in the back, basically talking. Hey guys, did we talk about what we're gonna do? Guys, hey, guys,
Like the guy.
What? we didn't finish talk. This is not like a guys. Hello.
We have a
Shut up! Shut up!
You get to the guy ready to inspect him. He is still alive. His legs are cut off and semi-cauterized, and his one arm is cut off and semi-cauterized.
Oh shit!
And
Um,
he lifts his
only
head.
nerves.
He lifts. It's basically adrenaline that's keeping him alive now. He lifts his head and he's like, "Please, listen to me. They led us down here to find the vagrants. But it was just a trap. Now everyone is dead. Killed by those demons. Avenge us. Find them and slay them, so that our souls may finally rest." And he passes out and dies.
Does he have like a uniform on? Leave, or...
It was a cop.
Okay.
We knew. We just knew.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna happen.
Now I will look.
It's not a familiar cop though, so
Does it look like they actively put him in front of the thing, or that he crawled out?
oh, there's a blood trail out from the. Yeah.
Yo, without arms and legs, that's hectic.
One arm.
Oh,
There's a game like that actually in the
Which is quite possible if you're playing Kenshi.
oh yeah, which is true.
Yeah, you can literally start off with no limbs and still wiggle your way around.
There's actually a game also called Ender Parasite that you only have one arm that you have guns and you like have to with this one arm move yourself. It's very
Oh.
interesting.
Okay.
I actually see that. It looks cool.
Damn.
But
But
I will look at the person like, should I bury him? Should I not? Like I'm conflicted. Like should I make it obvious we were here by burying him or not? And I'll just look back at my allies.
maybe set the trap first, and then we can bury him afterwards.
Okay, because oh fuck, Marta, did you know this cop?
Hmm.
You're very friendly with him.
No, not this one. I know Jake. Jake and I went to school together.
At least it's not Jack unless Jack is inside.
Yeah, hopefully he isn't. He was at the house earlier, and he said there were other cops being sent there.
Oh, I see. I will then go start making the trap as I leave.
so what are you exactly doing? What are you designing?
So, I'll just need to remember I have a -1 penalty.
Mhm.
Basically, I want to make So there are two things we want to do. Is the first is a sound-based thing, basically cans of sound strings that as someone walks, a ding, right, guys? That's the one that you guys want.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I want to basically make a trap that is with a very like string, very thin, like fish string or
Yeah.
very very visible. That I want to basically put a flashbang on the one side, and then and then basically a little bit earlier a fire thing.
Yeah,
basically.
incendiary grenade or incendiary
I-
bottle. Yeah.
But that the one that is a little bit deeper with the fire one, I wanted by sorry, yeah. So light flash, they stumble, oh no, and then they go into the fire. And,
Oh, so you're basically light flash deeper into the mouth, and then the okay, and then the
so
incendiary.
it's also the light one is almost also as a distraction, like I saw it up, like the actual dangerous one, like is behind that one. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just basically rig those up, and let my vials like hang and put like stuff there so that it's not as visible. Hopefully.
You can see him visibly shaking as he's handling one of the concoctions, the one that's closer to the entrance. He's visibly shaken. He stops a few times, and then he continues his movement, and he places it down. And the way he does it is so meticulous, and, like, you get the feeling that if that thing just falls on its side, something bad will happen. That's what you get. That's the general idea that you get.
And I will, as I'm making it, look back just like nonchalantly at JJ. Not nonchalantly, but like there's almost like a look of like worry as I look at JJ. So if he has a high enough
I've been
instinct,
watching him like a hawk the whole time. Like,
he probably can tell like, oh, this is fire. That's because I'm very weird like.
Exactly. And while you're busy working and you're spending time there, well, about 10-15 minutes pass. You all do, for some reason, you all do smell blood. Now for and I've heard this in a game that I've recently played, now for the mortally challenged.
Yes.
Now for the completely mortally challenged. You smell... Marta, you think it's because you've been around slaughterhouses and everything and you know what it smells like. But you smell definitely a mixture of old and fresh blood.
Okay.
There is two smells assailing your senses, JJ. Let's say the one smells closer to puke and the other one smells closer to blood. But you do know that the puke smelling one is still blood. You do know that it's blood, but it smells closer to puke for you. And the other two, you just smell blood.
We just have to be careful. We don't know how many of them are in there. If we play it smart and we use the tunnels as an advantage, they cannot swarm us. They can most likely come as smaller groups. But if we split up, they will pick us off one by one, most likely.
That's true. So we've entered the cave. Have we gone in deep enough to see if it splits off, or if
so far it's not splitting off. You're basically, as far as you can see inside into the cave, it's not splitting off, but you do know a little bit of a bend.
Okay.
And yeah, you do notice a little bit of a bend.
Okay.
Don't really like bends.
Yes.
Or corners. 90 degrees turns.
And
So I think those of us that are stealthy should maybe go ahead beyond the bend, and then those of us who aren't can keep the bend protected. So if they come this way, we can stop them.
So who are the stealthy ones?
Got some stealth. Got some stealth in me.
You got some stealth in you. Okay, let's see here. Yeah,
Not
you do.
Martha.
And oh, and your favorite friend also has some stealth.
Our warrior. Is he stuff?
Oh,
Call
yeah.
me Solid Snake.
It's the warrior and the prince.
Mm-hmm.
What we
Like, turned his nose immediately.
So are you guys going ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well. Start. Let's see what you got, JJ. See what we can do.
All right.
Try to go stealth mode.
You go into stealth mode. Both of you roll me a dex and stealth. Yeah.
Oh,
Marta will load her muskets along. In case she needs it.
that's not great.
Do you have willpower? You're a vampire. Do you have
I do have willpower.
Yeah, you
I
do
do
have
have
willpower.
Sorry.
Am I gonna spend a wool? How do I do the willpower reroll?
If you the first dice next to willpower, next to the W. If you click that, it'll give you the dice that you can reroll. I do believe it's just the 2 black dice that you can reroll.
Yeah.
So do I just click both dice and then roll, or click reroll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's better. It's better.
Sped up.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So
You did.
you turn around the bend, and it opens up slightly into a bigger room, like more of a bigger hallway, and it goes like straight on for about another 50 meters. So the bend is turning right. So you're turning right into the bend 50 meters, and you hit a couple of more bends. The thing is, what's cool is so far you've not noticed any other routes that split off. It's about half an hour that you spend there. I'm giving you the opportunity to go back and get them, or do you want to continue?
We don't see anything.
Not
Interesting.
yet, not yet, no.
Damn.
And it's a couple of bends and twists and turns, but like I said, luckily for you, no route splitting off. You hear the constant drip of water around you, the sort of like the immense pressure that you feel underground. It goes down a bit, and it's like you're underwater the whole time. You know that feeling when you are submerged in water. It's that sort of pressure. Humidity is building up, dripping of water somewhere. You hear some probably bats flying around. Do you want to continue on from here, or?
What do you think?
No. If we're not seeing anything, there's not anything of value to be like, oh yeah, we here we can go in now. We saw no. We just basically gonna walk back and be like, it's far, guys.
Let's. I think we should go deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll me another dex and stealth there, please.
Yay!
You got
Okay.
this.
Let's go, baby! I like to. Yeah!
There we go. There we
Well,
go.
I did melee and
Oh, you did melee
Yeah,
and
did melee and
dexterity.
You punched the walls.
You punch the silent. You punch so hard it's silent around you.
sorry, I did the wrong one.
Much better.
Let's go!
There we go. And you continue on for another 10 or so minutes, and you can see that there's light reflecting off of the wet, dripping cave walls about 50 meters in front of you. There's like some sort of orange light. The smell is also a lot stronger now.
Basically, Jan will go closer to JJ, and he will like he'll try to like whisper very softly and say, "I think we should like get the others so that we can be like closer if something were to go wrong." What do you think?
Yeah, I don't like if we walk in and then something happens. It will immediately put us at a disadvantage.
I agree.
So, luckily for you, so are you both going to go back? So I'm staying behind?
I think we basic. That's a good question, though.
It may or may not be the most important choice you have to make tonight.
It makes sense because if I stay, I know you're gonna fucking try some shit to turn me. So like I just like. Fuck
Oh no,
that.
I'm talking about both of you. So if you
Yeah,
decide,
like, I'm like I don't want to turn. I'm thinking this is my mindset. I'm like, so what I'm gonna do is, like maybe you wanna stay, and I go back.
Why would I? That doesn't make sense. I'm not the fighting guy. You are the fight. If something happens, you could at least fend them off before we get to you. You have time. If something happens to me, I'm screwed. If you want to stay, that's not a bad idea. But it makes more sense that you stay.
I'll stay, and then
I'll try to be as fast as possible.
you run.
Okay.
Okay? No, and then basically I take his face. You run.
Okay.
Okay?
And I run back.
Okay.
Okay. And then I come.
you hear his footsteps off in the distance, and after a while, it's gone. And it's silent, except for the chittering and chattering of nighttime creatures. And now that it's quiet again, you can even hear the flames emanating from that room. There's probably a couple of flames there. Okay. And then, so you're kind of nervous, I guess, because no one's around to see your bravado. So I guess you're a bit more, what's going through your mind right now, Jan Hendrik?
One is curiosity of like the flames, and basically also like a little bit of fear, and also a little bit of like, don't do it, don't do it, do it, and Jan Hendrik is going to go a little bit closer and see if he can see.
You inch a little bit closer. You've got some military training. You know how to move your feet and put them on the ground. And you see a shadow dart across the wall. Like, you see the wall in front of you where the light is reflecting off of, and you just see a shadow dart across the wall. And all of a sudden, another one, the other way. But it's deathly, deathly quiet. And then you see a third shadow sort of dart and stop. And it moves slowly towards the cave entrance, towards you. And you know this because the shadow is growing bigger. And it's growing bigger. And it's bigger. It's almost on your height now with the shadow.
Fuck it. I'm gonna jump it.
You're gonna
Beat its
jump
ass.
it. So you want to
let's see if I
attack.
can get-
You want to time it so that when it rounds the corner, you're gonna attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck Jono, run!
It's about 10 minutes. You reach them, the other two, Jono or JJ. You reach the other two. It was easy for you because you knew, like, roughly. Well, you just go where there's blacker blackness. You just run in that direction. Yeah. And then you met up with them. What are you doing? What do you tell them?
Like, I run to them, and I like touch/grab, and I'm like slightly pulling them as I say, it's like, come, we have to go. This is like, and I like stammer out and explain like, okay, we got pretty far in, but like we didn't see anything. However, it makes more sense for, like, you know, our left Jan there, and it makes more sense for us to be there. This is not good. Like, we should just run. But I want to leave him there alone.
Why did you leave Jan? Are you insane? I think it would have been
Hey.
if you stayed.
What? I'm die. Like, I'm not a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a fighter.
Oh, don't start. You know you're.
Oh, don't start. You don't.
Oh,
You're.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna do that. He's got
The
this
one
wasn't
will
shit. He's the
quickly
warrior.
start moving in that direction. Very grumbly, like, fucking JJ, don't you understand that you're actually more durable?
So the
Fight
funny,
back.
yeah, the funny thing is, JJ, you notice that he's not limping anymore. He's actually keeping pace. You're obviously slowing down for his sake, but you're keeping pace. Now, any one of you want to move ahead and move faster than the other two?
Marta will keep pace.
Marta will keep pace. Luan, JJ, you're running back as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So before,
I'm coming to save you.
with my strong hand.
His
With my
head just
strong
lying.
hand.
His head just lying there on the fucking floor.
But it's not actually a run. It doesn't look like I'm running. It looks like
Speed
quick
walking.
strides.
Yeah.
Like speed walking. Gotta look good.
Gotta look good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And-
like from the back you can see the ass just like moving.
Exactly. You just see it go. Oh.
Or like cock fast. Like,
Exactly.
And tell me, Jan Hendrik. So obviously you're trying to catch this thing by surprise. So I guess you're gonna make noise and attack, right?
Just when he's
Catch
in
it
his
off
closest.
guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say you ready your action. Tell me, what do you yell when you go for it? And that shadow glooms ever closer.
Surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. Well, basically, just be like, surprise, almost like basically to actually surprise it, maybe like, oh, what the, you know.
Okay. roll me a strength and melee, please, or melee.
Roll the mealies.
Roll the mealies.
Oof. Let me just roll something quickly.
That's a lot
Oh,
of
I
dice.
don't need to tell the. I don't need to show you the successes.
You have more dice than him, so we kill all genders equally.
You ready yourself? The shadow comes in, and you judge it perfectly when to jump and hit. And you're standing there with your sword, and you're doing the whole Conan swing to the side thing. So you jump and you go, surprise! And you swing, and you hit something. And it is at this moment that all three of the rest of you hear surprise very loudly. It's sort of like bouncing off of the walls and everything. Camera cuts back, and
This is gonna
this
be bad.
mid swing, you hit,
This is bad.
and you hear, they see your face as you hit, and you just hear crunching as you hit something. And the camera zooms out a bit, and you see a torch falling to the ground. And as you follow the torch falling to the ground, there's this rat. And it scurries off. The room is a big cavern. There's wall torches and standing torches everywhere. But that's not the thing that grabs your attention.
What is?
There's a lot of bodies placed in ritualistic positions combined with wood and everything. There's a person that's crucified. There's a body of a person that's crucified upside down on a cross. There's a body of a woman that's hanging upside down, but it's cut down in the middle. So it's like basically up until her chest. And it's basically just the top part of her torso holding her together. Obviously dead. A bunch of pentagrams and people, the corpses dead in the pentagrams. There's one upside down crucifix that's burning with what you can see was a corpse on it. And there's lots and lots of blood everywhere. In the center of the room is a giant stone column, natural stone column, and what you do believe is makeshift bedrolls. Like there's stones placed in such a way that you're like, okay, cool, I can lie my head down here. And as you walk around, and all around you is still, and I'm talking about there's 20 or 30 corpses like this all around you. Nothing else aside from the rats, who up until recently enjoyed a fine meal of eyes and innards.
Hectic.
And you hear the crackling of the fire.
Like, yeah, Hendrik is gonna put his sword back. And then wait for the others to come closer.
It doesn't.
And when they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. No.
Okay, it doesn't feel like that long. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe. When JJ arrives. JJ, you're assaulted with this scene. And tell me, do you think it's beautiful?
Oh, that's a good question. Do I think the weird ritualistic dead bodies everywhere thing is beautiful, or do I think Kim the probably dead body that is laying that he has just destroyed is beautiful? Because those are two different questions.
Oh, he didn't destroy a dead body. He destroyed a torch.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed the. Oh shit. It's hard. That's a hard one to answer.
Remember, this is an important question to answer.
That's a very important question.
Because we need to find out where JJ as a kindred finds beauty. Yeah.
I don't think he finds it beautiful, but I do think he has a weird morbid curiosity to it. Like it 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 is intriguing, but not because he likes it. Yeah, you understand? Like it's almost like how you would have a fascination with serial killers and see how could you be the type of person that would be, I don't know, okay with it or like it or whatever. But I don't think he personally enjoys it himself.
Okay. So let's see.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet.
All right. While you're here, you're going to take instead of a -2, because you're still in between the two. Instead of a -2 penalty, you're going to take just a -1.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not really truly beautiful. And it's not really kingly. It's not really...
Mm-hmm.
The Toreador, this is something like you're still trying to find your feet. This is more something akin... There might have been some Toreador blood in you for a bit. But this is not how a palace... Maybe a palace can look like this. Maybe.
It can. Here's the difference. It's not appreciated because it's not my works. I have not conquered and destroyed something. Therefore, I don't feel like I would have felt pride if I did it. I vanquished my enemies and I have a blood of whatever. But it's not. This is not me. This is not my thing. So this is just dirt. This is just.
Okay.
Oh, it happens. It's not like I feel bad for the poor, like, oh, poor people, oh, they died, whatever. But it's not me, so I cannot feel the type of
it's not
thing for it.
By your hand, yeah.
Exactly. It has to be by my hand.
And you see Jan Hendrik come around from the column, the stone column in the middle. And yeah, so what you see him just appear. The last thing you heard of him is surprise, and that's the last thing you heard.
Well, you're not dead. This is great. This is good news. You get him.
No.
You didn't win.
No, it's my only main enemy was a fucking rat. Help me get the bodies off. And
Of the weird looking crucifix stuff. That's not. And then I start looking in my bag. Do I have gloves? Yes. I'll touch them. Yeah. And luckily, I do have a pair of like.
Not latex gloves, but gloves. Leather gloves.
But like leather gloves. Yeah, that's like warm in the inside for when it's cold. And you put those on.
And they're
kind
slightly,
of
they match
repulsively
your
touch
suit.
the bodies.
They match your suit, though. So, yeah. You take down the first body. Put it down. Yeah?
While I'm busy thinking about it, vampires are afraid of fire, right?
Well, you guys have said it multiple times. So
Why don't we smoke them out?
but how would smoking them out work? They're not scared of the smoke aren't they just scared of the fire?
True. I might get curious, but my thing is where there's exit, fire will go, isn't it? Or smoke.
And this is a very big cave. We probably end up making so much smoke that we'd kill ourselves before we'd actually get to them.
That's fair.
It doesn't. You can have a torch, and when you corner them, you use the fire and you like point it towards them, keep them like hurting them. That makes sense. But having a big lighting this place on fire, that's gonna kill us before it kills them.
That's true. We just have to wait for the others and then decide what to do if we're going to continue going down the cave system.
You take
They're
down...
behind me. They're behind. They're close. They were. I just ran as fast as I could because I don't want to leave you alone. But they're coming.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes later, and let's say 2 bodies that you've removed off of their either upside down crucifixions or pentagrams or torture devices or whatever, the other 2 arrive. Roll me a wits and awareness check there, Mr. Jan Hendrik, as they arrive. Wits and awareness. Okay, thank you. Oh, almost sent someone the wrong message. Well, you've arrived. Continue on acting while I send messages. Continue on playing.
Shit, what the fuck happened here?
I don't know, they're into weird shit. They're eccentric bunch, aren't they?
Yeah, we should take the officer bodies though.
Yeah.
We should take all
That
the bodies.
well.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We also have to be smart about this. We don't want to walk out. What are we gonna do with the bodies? Because we can't just, oh yeah, here's the dead people. Because then we look like the people who killed them.
See, this is the problem of the whole police system. In the old days, we could literally just take them and convince the people and they wouldn't burn us.
Yes. But now they'll burn us at the stake. Like, we don't want... If we take them, then we bury them. And then we spend the rest of the night burying them. Because...
We can tell
we don't...
Jake. Jake will believe us. I'm sure he'll believe us.
Look...
I don't think we should get...
I don't think we should get... It also causes a bigger problem because then they're going to actually try to investigate. And then what? What are we supposed to say? Oh yeah, there's vampires, guys.
Oh, that's true as well.
Either we're witches or we're crazy.
We came here for something different. We came here to kill whatever did this.
Yeah. I
Did
think...
you guys see anyone here? Apart from the dead bodies?
He said he saw a rat. That's what he hit. when he yelled out, "Surprise!"
I thought it was one of them. Missed it. We either go deeper, and maybe one of us stupid enough to stay, or brave, like he's strong enough, or they ran.
So
Zaffa, are there any tunnels leading out of this area apart from the one we came into?
Nope.
Okay.
do we have
So-
rope?
They most
This is-
likely chose this one entrance because there's only one entrance coming in.
Yeah.
Easily defendable.
So they're not here at the moment, I assume. Since the only way to come in or out is the way we came in.
So we have to
So
wait them
I
out.
So wait.
Yeah.
So here's what we do. Okay? If they're not here, which is a plausible thing, because if they're vampires, they probably want to go eat, so they're probably not here.
is
If they're not here, we set up a trap and we catch them off guard. The best thing that we can do is catch them by surprise, because then we have the upper footing. But the second thing I want to do is, we don't have to do it right now, but we can prep them while we wait and also set up our trap. Is we want to take these bodies and drag them out of here and bury them and get rid of this, because no, we don't want people wandering into a cave after this and seeing a bunch of blood and weird simple things, because then they are still going to think there's witches afoot.
true.
Yeah, but that either way, that's on them. Our job is basically to catch whatever did this, and the other thing is basically, if you
Yeah, but
remember
we have-
the last time, they knew we were in the house even because they just smelled us.
True.
Like they knew before they even entered the. If we waste our time basically burying these people, they can come at any time and escort us, catch us off guard. We don't know exactly when they will come back, and then we have to find a way to mask our scent.
Is I was about to say that if we try to wait them out, we have to do it at such a distance that they don't pick up on us.
They say vampires can smell blood, right?
Is
They've been smelling the same blood every time they come in this cave.
so if it's gone or disturbed, then they'll notice.
What if we cover ourselves in the blood? They smell the same thing when they come back in, and basically we mask our scent.
JJ does not seem to like that idea.
Ew. No. No.
Either that, or they will notice.
No, I'm not doing that, eh? In this suit, it's very expensive. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 50 rand
Oh.
suit, you know?
Yeah.
We're vampire hunters. We're not like fashion trend followers.
It says you. Why can't I do both? I can kill him in style.
What's that like? Is that like, you know, cocky is basically like in trend now, like a cocky suit.
A three-piece cocky suit.
Maybe we can just go outside and build like a temporary wall with sticks and things, and then put the blood on the sticks. And we don't have to put it on ourselves.
I don't know. Like the thing is, if we do it like that, they can get, in my opinion, they can get really close, and we need them close because they're fast as shit. What do you think, Luan? You're the science man.
As you're mentioning that, he's off in the distance, standing like in front of one of the pentagrams and taking notes. And then he turns around and he does this. He points to several different areas and he writes down notes again.
Well, I think if we can mask ourselves outside and they go in, then there's only one entrance and exit, then we can still block them in.
Yeah.
But at least this was the same problem.
It's actually better than waiting in here for them, because if we catch them while they're coming in, they're close to the exit, so they run out.
Yes.
If you let them come in and then block the entrance, then you got them. All we have to do is then push in.
Yes.
It leaves us with the same problem of masking the saint.
If we have a problem with masking the saint, then we do have a problem with masking the saint with the horses.
It's better smelling.
So
horses.
assuming that they don't find the horses, they wouldn't find us either.
No, like if we've been walking into the cave, have you seen like what's it, like tracking dogs? Like we need like if what I'm trying to do is like even if we wait outside, we basically need to mask. Like they will smell like they will basically come and smell, and then they won't either go in or.
But that's assuming they won't go in. They'll go in. They'll just know that someone's there.
You just don't want to put the blood on, don't you?
Of course I don't want to put the blood on. What do you mean? It's not happening.
The way JJ's traps are currently set up, it's set up in such a way so if they run from inside, they...
Can't get out.
Yes, but if they run from the outside, then the fire will catch them first and they might turn and run.
That's a fair point. But either way, we need to mask scent either way. We could maybe still disable the trap and make them like if they go deeper into the cave, we can trap this whole area. And if they do come in, like we can be outside. But if they like, my opinion is like if they smell us, they have the advantage, and they can smell us far.
True.
So the question is, either we wait, we go far away, wait for them to go in, or assume they go, or we come back at daytime. Because in my opinion, daytime will be the best because then they're sleeping, and then we have the advantage.
Well, I sleep during the day lately because I'm up all night fixing the house.
You, JJ? Or what do you feel about that?
Also, I'm sleeping during the day recently.
We have to make a decision, guys.
Well, even if we do cover ourselves with blood, if we're outside, they might sense the distance and still notice us.
That's true. Why would the blood be outside all the way 100 meters, 150 meters, 200 meters out?
Yeah, but like in my opinion, it's not like the blood is for inside. Like outside, we still need the mask. We can. The other thing we could do is we can mask ourselves with piss.
Are you gonna piss on all of us?
Listen. I don't know what kink you have, but I don't think that really makes sense.
The smell of piss is like very, very potent. It's known to scare away animals and stuff. Now, I know for a fact if you smell humans, you will be thinking, whoa, humans. If you smell blood, it will most likely be thinking, why is there blood? Or it's the same example that you gave. But if you smell like a shit ton of piss somewhere, I think there's massive groups of people that basically go and piss in the area. My opinion is like we just need to mask ourselves. There must be different ways to do it.
Well, we can take the horses and put some distance between us and the cave. and put us at a vantage point so we can see when they return, and then we go
a
in
bad
with the
idea.
horses.
It's
That's
good. No,
not a
copy
bad
like
idea.
the
And then we
highest
don't
one.
have to appear on each other. It's great. I like that idea.
If we did some research on masking sense, we wouldn't have this issue. My thing is like if we're close enough, at least. No, we don't have to piss on each other. That's just a thing I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like if we're close enough, and they go into the cave, we know exactly when they go, and we can strike. If we're far away, we can do it. Like we can do far away. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
We just have to see when they go in.
Yes.
We have a
So-
trap for when they leave. So
Yeah,
that's
so
the first thing.
can we head out and maybe disable the trap,
Okay.
then put some distance between us and the cave entrance at such a point that we can see when someone moves into the cave? Is that doable, Zaffa?
That could be completely doable.
If they
Depending
are
on the
coming
wind.
back, Luan says as he's currently looking at one.
What do you mean coming back? Isn't this like they're feeding?
He's looking at a giant pole with a man impaled on it, and then on top of the man is a woman that's impaled on it while he says this.
Yeah, Bob.
It's complete.
Don't you think they completed the ritual? What kind of ritual is this?
Well, they summoned. They called something. Here. I've
A
only read
demon?
about things, but I'll quickly go. Oh, I'll open my book and just start going through like the terminology. For,
Chupacabra.
they probably thought it's a demon, but it's most likely a wraith.
What the fuck is a wraith?
Okay.
So, Zaffa,
Mm-hmm.
what do I know about wraiths?
You've only recently heard that word or read that word ever since you started delving into some of the books. What you can gather, like you know about them, now you've gotten a different name for them. The simple human explanation, it's a spirit that can possess people. Keyword being people.
Not vampires.
Not non-people.
So, this is not good. But who would they want to possess? Who would they actually... This is such interesting. I know this ritual. And it's well crafted. They put a lot of effort in it. But they may not come back. If it's complete, their bedrolls are yes, but I don't know.
I'll stay. If they do come back, then at least like we'll know. And if they sleep, we can come back in the day, and we all can basically trap them. That's the only thing I see.
I will again say they have a wraith. Would I know if a wraith would work on thin bloods? Like, is the blood thin
This
enough
is
to work, or-
this is new territory for you, but that is a good question. That is a good question.
It will possess normal people, meaning that whatever it's protecting, if we come here in the day and it's here, it will possess one of us, and my eyes will dart at JJ quickly and go back. Yes, so I don't think this is a good idea. They're protected, or summon something, or it's somewhere else, or they sent it into town to go after an individual.
Yeah, but who's on the list of, oh, we need to get this person?
That's the thing. The problem is that Henry is the only one that I would think is
See,
a
but
target for vampires, but
it
he, mm,
can't
yes,
because he is one.
unless it can target someone close to him.
But wouldn't he be strong?
So let's say your servant that you trust becomes possessed, and they know where you sleep during the day.
Would I kill him? I mean, in a dream, I did. It happened to me once in a dream. But I wouldn't rule out that possibility. You have to make sure that you protect yourself and you protect what you've built. So he might, even when it comes down to it, he might.
We just have to be careful because that can target any of us at any time.
Any mortal is in danger, but it has a goal. It was summoned for a reason.
It can maybe target that witch.
Mm.
I will be
Now
honest.
that's a.
Yeah,
But
but
if
she has basic protections like
that's what I was gonna say, she wouldn't have a type of barrier or something around it to protect her. I wouldn't. I would more likely believe that it could get close to Henry, that it would get close to her, because she'd have something to ward off spirits,
the thing
most
is,
likely.
it's actually a thing that I've read about. A protection circles, a ward, above my pay grade. But there's different levels of strength, and a spirit, though if a wraith does count as a spirit, those wards aren't that powerful. They're not durable and hard to achieve. But I think if she can do what she wants, a spirit um, would be easy. I think, yeah, I think she can possibly even deter vampires if she wants, which is the highest level of protections. I honestly feel Henry because I don't know who else is important enough to kill all these people, summon it, unless they are trying to make this their town. Remember, he is the only one keeping the town safe.
What if? What if it's us?
Hmm?
What if it's us? Remember, they came to the house, which was another spot that supposedly they used to spend their time in. And now there's a bunch of people. And not only are there a bunch of people, these people bring fire and then chase them. They might not trying to stop the warden or to stop Tiffany, but they might be trying to stop us because now we're causing them problems.
I don't
Zaffa,
think that.
sorry.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask Zaffa, the bodies we saw in the house the first time before we got turned,
Mm.
did they look they were going to be used in a similar ritual? Like, does it seem like the intent of the ritual was before, or is this a new intent?
The first things first, that house would not have enough space for all the bodies. So if the house was the original point of what they wanted to summon, it wouldn't have enough space for all the bodies and the upside down crucifixes and whatnot. So you don't really know. What you think could have happened is it was more like a dumping ground. Those bodies might have been test runs.
Oh, I see. Yes. Hmm. Hmm.
And
Is it
here's
like
the funny part, and this is all I'm going to mention about it. No one knew about those bodies. It didn't get out in the town. And looking at these bodies, you're pretty sure no one will miss in most of them.
Mm.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have to burn the bodies. Burn everything. Burn all of it.
It won't help except
No,
to blow up our sanity.
This cannot. If this comes out, like if someone finds this, panic will spread.
How do you set a fire without
It's a
causing
cave.
people to be like, oh,
It's felt like it's a felt burning. It's like it's normal.
It is very deep in a place. The fire will most likely stay in here and not go that far out.
So
Because
Luan,
Hmm?
you mentioned that they might be wanting to turn this town into their hunting ground, essentially. So,
Yeah,
so if that is true, they might come back to this area.
maybe.
To feed.
It's hard.
That-
As I said, we don't know a lot. Are they those that want to live in palaces and castles, or are they those that literally dig themselves in the ground and sleep there?
Yeah.
We don't know what their tastes are, what their vampires are very particular, and we don't know. Yeah, sorry.
No. I say like either way. I think then we do a stakeout. Some of us stay. If you don't like want to stay, it's fine. And just before morning, I'll burn all the evidence.
Okay.
I think with the chat you were having about peeing on people, um, covering in blood should be suffice. To be honest, they won't. If you have a cow that's slaughtered and you cover another cow with its blood, you just smell cow blood. Remember, we are not something distinct to them unless they're extremely heightened senses, but I don't think all of them are. Like this one here is most likely more of an occultist, whoever did this. I think if we just cover ourselves in blood, they'll just smell human blood, old human blood.
You see that's why Luan is normal. Is my psychic. Okay, I just want to put it out there.
The
I
horses,
agree.
though, I will say the horses could be difficult. We can actually take them to another tunnel, if you want to keep them there. Is take them into another tunnel far away, um, and maybe we can just get some. I have some fragrances, but we can use flowers or something to just coat the senses of. But horses aren't that odd.
Yeah, that's like this Bloemfontein.
So we can coat their senses, but if we just stash them somewhere in a tunnel, there's a lot of in this hill.
What's the plan? Some of us stay. Do you want to, those that are staying, do you want to keep the horses, or should I take the horses back to the farm?
I think maybe take them back. Yeah.
Okay.
I know that's a solid. That's what. I think and we stake it out.
I think a good idea is that me and Jan stay.
Okay.
And you, and again, he makes eye contact with JJ, being like, maybe you, especially JJ and Marta, you could also stay if you want. But like, I know that JJ more useful to maybe go speak with his people and hear anything. Maybe you can even go charm the community about missing people.
JJ's one of the best at finding out stuff.
No, that's not a bad idea.
I think that's a good idea that maybe you don't stay here, and then we'll meet up tomorrow night again.
I also want to go see if I can talk to the warden or the warden's people. If there's something weird that if we don't have to rule out the possibility that they won't go to the warden. So if there's something weird, we can at least start to piece it together to see maybe they are going for the warden.
True.
Or maybe it's his lackeys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or Tiffany as well. If there's something weird, if there's someone who would want to target her, or she feels like
because
that's
like
another one.
You have to keep in mind, most vampires are evil as shit. They have like, and you basically see how Hendrix like start to become like, he's basically like, they're evil as, they only think about feeding, and their next meal. So most likely it's one of his lackeys and his sick obsession of being like the head of Bloemfontein or some shit. So keep that in mind talking to him when you're maybe walking into a trap.
We all noted the most vampires in that
Vampires.
sentence. Go on.
I've had to get information from sketchy people. I know how to handle myself.
That's good, JJ. Maybe just take a pocket knife or something.
Or a gun.
And then I pull out the
Then-
knife that's on me, and I'm like,
You got it.
prepare.
I'll take the horses back and make sure they are fed and have water. Because I think this 2-hour trip has been the most they've been out in a while.
Yeah, especially
Because usually I
Duke.
just-
Duke has been
yeah.
active today.
Yeah,
Mm.
yes.
I'll help as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yeah.
because with Martha there, maybe if there is something weird, Martha can punch Henry, I think, very well. Like,
Yes.
So maybe with them together, they can do the scouting and figuring out what's going for what.
I agree.
Perfect.
Don't trust that piece of shit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think we should stay in at least groups of 2.
Hmm.
Just so we can cover each other.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's smart.
Ay,
Well, good
And-
luck, guys.
good
Oh,
luck.
sorry.
Good luck to you too.
Yes.
And I will try and research how to protect against spirits, as it's
Okay.
out of my pay grade, but I'll figure it out. Oh, shit.
Probably,
JJ,
probably.
Just find a way to mask your scent without using blood if you want to be a hunter. Thank you.
Keep that in mind.
But also, he could also be a very good hunter by just being the most obvious person there. Like
It's like,
he can be
I'm
the bait.
lost. Yeah, we could bait the shit out of you.
Like he's a very good bait. Like, to be honest, like he's durable. He's good with a weapon, and everyone will pay attention to him. Let's be honest.
I have skills in that.
I know.
I'm very, you know.
Yeah, you've been training. I can tell you became durable. And like Jan Hendrik looks at Luan like almost like really? Like you think he's like durable? Like shit.
Oh, trust me. I think he is more durable than me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still learning how to throw certain things.
Which is true, actually. I forgot about that. But yeah,
Yeah, and then we have a fighter in each team, so we are covered in that
Yeah.
sense.
And I know how to run away.
Come and get us if anything is weird. Escape, become a slippery snake, go out of their clutches, manipulate, sleep with everyone until you can reach us and wow.
I sleep with all the vampires until they don't kill me.
Well, if it's a skill, like, use it.
We are not the people you are looking for.
Alrighty.
Oh, what is
Good luck,
that you
guys.
did? That's not been invented yet. We're not the people that you're looking for.
Been invented now.
It's been invented
Yes, now, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all the 2 humans go,
No.
you
oh
just see
shit,
like
that's how it works.
you just see like what's it, Lucas basically come into the tunnels like, oh that's cool. That I can maybe use that like one of my.
Because Lucas like, hey,
Oh,
that's a nice one.
And he walks out. That's a random place to meet you.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are splitting up.
Hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah, Luan knows for JJ's safety, he cannot be here during
Yeah.
the day. Shit, fuck off in a good way.
Yeah,
please.
roll me a wits and
Exactly.
awareness there, Jan Hendrik.
Through the eyes, through just eye contact, he's like, I got you, bro. And I'm like, check, thank you.
You did notice him looking quite a lot at. You did notice Luan looking quite a lot at JJ. You did notice that.
Okay.
I'm just that good looking.
You have to admit he is good looking.
He
So
is.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is Luan flirting?
Question mark. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag Riz, dog.
Yeah. All right. So the two of you set off with the horses in tow, and it's a quiet night as you move away. Still cold, uncharacteristically cold. You realize that you're more reacting to your human instincts that it's cold than actually feeling it. And you guys get to, I guess, Marta's farm. Okay.
Take the horses into the shed, give them food and water.
Brush them off.
Yes.
Maybe try and figure out a way to, while it's daytime, maybe wash them a bit because, might have been a bit
Yeah.
dirtier on the road. And then what do you do?
When we're at Henry, I'll ask him if one of his guys can wash the horses tomorrow.
Yeah, you
During
the
the day.
foreman.
Yes.
Oh, so you're heading to Henry now.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
working now. It also doesn't. It's gonna be difficult for us to meet Henry later because we're all
Obviously.
sleeping.
Yeah,
Yep.
obviously. And you head towards their farm. What do you guys prepare in the cave? How do you guys prepare?
Bloodbath.
Yeah, like as they basically leave and stuff like that. Yeah, Hendrik basically takes his fist and like hits the wall. It's like and he basically tells he just speaks to himself like it's like we never get to catch anything. There's almost always a step ahead, and he basically hits like a or like kicks something, and it's almost like they know.
They are considered the most supreme hunters in this world. I would expect them to be able to. We are but mortal adjacent. You have to admit, there's a reason your family has dedicated lifetimes because there's a chance, and you need to know this, that you're not gonna catch them. Maybe your child, or your child's child. It's a generational war you're waging on them.
We'll find them, Luan, and I'll make sure I'll kill every single one of them.
All the bad vampires need to die, I agree.
There's no thing as a good and bad vampire. Luan, and he basically takes his shoulder and is like, we should basically start covering ourselves with blood.
Yes. Take the ones that already opened. That should be easier to just scoop them out. Please do not, if you puncture the stomach, that will cause a very obvious smell. So as we just roll around, blood, face, all that
Okay.
good things.
And you start rubbing blood. And...
Get things sticky.
Dude, imagine you walking like 2 in the morning, you just stroll out of Bloemfontein, maybe like a cock late hike, you don't know, and you see like 2 guys sitting outside, fucking like covered in blood, and you're like, "Hi there."
Wanna join?
Hi.
They
Luan,
join us, and then we have 3 guys sitting.
Luan, you're surrounded by semi-fresh organs, semi-fresh blood. I'd like you to roll me a frenzy check, please.
Oh shit.
Your hunger frenzy is gonna start kicking
Like
in.
you scared the shit out of me. You said like you started that sentence off so fucking scary. You're surrounded. I'm like, fuck, I knew it. I fucking
Already
knew
like
it.
what?
Like they just waited.
They wait until the others left.
I'm gonna die if I frenzy. Like,
That's a high number, eh? That's not a low number, eh? Just saying.
because yeah, as I'm in a body. Nom nom. I'm just kidding. Like, sorry, don't kill me.
What? I haven't
$20.
eaten all day. It's just they nom 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 nom. It's like, what the fuck? Why are you eating them?
Just start
Just a
sucking on like a
snack.
liver, like. Ooh, it's. Sorry, what do you do? Well,
Okay, moved. So it isn't the internet. He's just thinking. I was like, oh
Yep.
shit, DC.
he's trying to see if I'm about to die. Because if I go vampire, I can now say, Jan, in a code of honor, is gonna cut my head off. I won't
You're
let you get
fucked, dude.
corrupted, brother. Bah! Okay.
This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
I know. Fuck me.
No, it's definitely gonna hurt you more. It's gonna. I don't normally lie, but
There was most likely a pact made long ago, like, if one of us turns, please kill him. Regretting
And
that.
they're like,
pact.
why did I say yes?
Shit!
Why did I say yes?
how the fuck should I have known I would turn? What the fuck?
I thought it would never happen to me.
I thought yeah, but Jan Hendrik was always crazy about vampires.
Roll me,
Oh shit.
Luan. Roll me a manipulation and subterfuge, please.
I've never heard that at all. You're gonna subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Oh fuck.
I have 2
Oh.
dice, and they're both blood die, by the way. So that's a thing.
Oh.
Roll
Oh.
me, Jan Hendrik. Roll me a roll me a wits and insight.
I knew it was gonna be over to the inside.
Please be bad at that. Please be horrible at that. Also have 2 die, right? You also have 2 die.
I've been rolling really good, so the chances of me rolling bad's high.
Bad. Shit.
Ooh, it's the halfway point, like you.
While
That's
you're
self-made, right there.
covering yourself in blood and innards, your hand automatically grabs for the liver. The freshest liver you've seen here, Luan. And you look over your shoulder, and you see Jan Hendrik is busy covering himself in blood, seemingly not noticing you. And you turn your back on him, and you take a huge bite out of said liver. And you consume the liver. Almost, you want to say almost in a frenzy-like state. You're really hungry. You've slaked good news. You've slaked a hunger point. And whether the next part is good or bad depends on how Jan Hendrik will react, because he sees what you're doing. He saw what you did. You see him from behind, like you're busy covering yourself, and you see him, but you're busy. You see him, and you see him purposefully turn his back towards you. And you see him sort of hunch over. And even with all the fires burning around you, all the torches burning around you, you could definitely hear him eat something very juicy.
I'm a zombie, not a vampire, I promise.
So now, whether it's good or bad news, the good news is his hunger is slaked. The bad or good news is, what is your reaction to this? You see this.
Do it, Jan. You know what to do.
Luan, what you doing?
I'm covering myself in blood.
He turns around, there's like a piece of liver falling not from his, covering myself in blood. And he's well covered, like his bottom part here is pretty well covered.
He's like, he opens his mouth to speak, and as he speaks, you can see his teeth is like full of blood as well.
I did tell you, we are not human anymore. I've told you this many fucking times, remember?
Oh,
Anymore? I told you.
you just wait until the know shit.
Yep, I know when I'm fucked. I'm
You,
like a bad... Yeah, sorry.
You think you can cure this?
I'm fucking trying so hard. I don't even know if it's a virus, bacteria, or a curse.
If you can cure this, we'll be fine. If you kill someone, I will kill you.
That is a deal. I accept that. Why do you think I'm taking research the dead bodies as well? But yeah, that's why I only target dead bodies currently.
And the same with me. And the same goes with all of the other two.
Yes. If any of us kills, we die.
Yeah,
Kills
and
a
yeah,
non-vampire.
and that like takes the blood basically. We need to scope out and make sure that these ones die. Yeah. And it walks out.
Whoa, that's growth. That's growth right there.
No,
That's
I am.
crazy.
He's gonna get a mental explosion. Now I'm just like, please don't kill anyone, JJ. Please don't kill anyone, JJ.
That's like, fuck.
Yeah.
All that needs to happen now is I need to be hungry tonight.
Mm.
Luan will most likely, as he walks out, just sit down next to the body that he just ate the liver from. Look just at the hand and that, and we're like, oh fuck.
On that note, the camera fades out and fades in on the two mortally challenged
Yes.
walking up to the house, the warden's house,
Yes.
or the warden farmhouse. There's quite a decent amount of activity, but this is more like you can tell they're pretending to be busy. It's more like guard
Okay.
duty.
Yes.
They're more like looking out for each other.
Okay.
And it is, and I did write the time down, but I did not, I don't think I sent it to you. Let me just confirm.
Not yet.
No, I need to adjust the time again. There we go. is about 1 o'clock in the morning, roundabout, and one of the farm hands approaches you. It's like, good evening, how can I help?
Hello. Do I recognize him?
Oh, there's so many around here. He's not the main one.
Okay, so he's not Sipo.
He's not Sipo, no.
Okay. We just want to talk to Henry.
Okay.
We're not here to do anything else. We just want to talk.
Okay. Just give me a few seconds, few moments, and
Of course,
he-
of course.
like you say, of course, and he bolts off into the house. You hear him talk to someone, and well, you hear him wake up someone.
Yeah.
And Sipo comes out in a nightgown.
Hey, Sipo. Sorry to wake you.
Good evening. Yeah. You're here to see.
We just wanted to. Yeah, we just wanted to see if we can talk to Master Henry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tuesdays is Flowers Day. Or night.
Okay.
Just go around the back, and he just points towards like the rose garden area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sipo.
Okay.
Sleep well.
Yeah.
Sorry for the disturbance.
It's okay. You
Then
go.
we'll walk towards the.
Both of you go around the house to the side. Like the rose garden area is quite big. Like it's next to the house and it's behind the house. Like it's a massive, it's like sort of like a
Yes.
quarter moon or a crescent, like a quarter slice of the circle. And you see Henry busy pruning some flowers and talking to them. He calls them his pretties, and oh, they smell so nice. He's giving them compliments. Not
best way to
condiments,
grow.
compliments.
Best way to grow flowers is by talking to them.
Mm. Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Hi. Good evening.
Good
Hey,
evening to
Henry.
you too.
And what brings you
We-
here on this fine, lovely evening?
Well, JJ, do you want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, I might as well. So, our, let's say friends, very loosely, but friends that are in the caves of Kanonkorp. We're going to go pay them a visit. But it seems like they weren't there. What was there was a strange sort of cultish type ritual with a lot of dead bodies, crucifixes, pentagrams, all the mumbo jumbo, all the right instruments to have one big party. But they seem, from our sources, they seem to have done it to summon something like a spirit. Now,
Oh.
we're just coming to check in because we wonder what would the purpose of summoning a spirit be. It seems like a wraith of some sort, like something that would possess people. Now, obviously, you are quite a well-known, illustrious man in this town, so it wouldn't be far of a stretch to see you as a target. So I would come here to sort of see if we could have any information or any sort of knowledge of why may they feel that they would, target you, or any other information that you might have that would help us with dealing with these people.
When you say friends, what do you mean exactly by friends?
Well, as I said friends very loosely, but I mean the people that are like us. The ones that used to be in the haunted house And now I've moved to Canonical.
Move to Kanonkop. Interesting.
Yes. They came by the place, but we were inside, and then one of our group members ended up using fire, which terrible. Ran very fast.
Of course.
Ran home very fast. But it seemed to scare them enough that they ran away. Couldn't catch them. Quite fast, and we don't want to give up our secrets. Our identities, our secrets very soon, especially to those who are in denial.
He looks at you. He looks at Marta. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Have you
Surviving on
explored
animal blood.
anything? Okay, yeah. That is
Yes,
an acquired taste.
Yes.
Yeah, the sleep schedule is also quite something to adapt to. Keeping your having people chalk it up to just being eccentric and just not that there's something strange. So I've had to do some work with my newspaper boys just to make sure that they, have somewhat of an understanding by sharing relative information. So that's what I've been dealing with so far.
I found it works well when you have a project that you're working on, a surprise project that you're working on.
Yes, I just chalk it up to fixing up the old haunted house to be
There
our
we
base
go.
of operations.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
Bought it recently at a very low price.
Well, if this was any other place, you would have come to me for permission first.
Yes.
But
I
I
understand.
don't like those kind of rules. I'm not a stickler for the rules.
Well, that's good to know.
And have you explored any of your abilities yet?
Mostly the speaking to animals thing and being stronger than usual. I picked up Ben with ease.
Oh yeah, things like that comes eventually.
Yeah.
He
Ben
should.
wasn't very impressed with me though.
I wouldn't be too, but okay. And he laughs.
I read up a bit about the bestial nature of
Ooh,
my clan, I suppose.
yes. And what did you find out?
Well, I should try not to get too hungry while the beast comes out.
That's the long and short of it. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the long and short of it.
Basically what I learned.
And
Not too hungry and not too full.
yeah, you just need to keep that balance. And you, JJ, did you explore anything yet?
Not really. We're still figuring things out. I mean, I've seen changes. I feel like my social interactions have changed quite a bit. I feel like my taste has changed quite a bit. I mean, I do look dashing in this lovely suit I have. I probably should expand on that. But and it looks like people are looking at me more favorably. I like that. That's quite nice. So, in that sense, I'm assuming it's part of this. But for the most part, I don't think I've been in enough situations to where I gotten to test anything out. Anything has popped out besides that. I mean, I don't think I've become a fighter or a man who uses his fists. So
Interesting.
that is what it is for me right now.
Could you do me a favor
Sure.
and just take this rose for me? Just take this rose. And he hands you a beautiful, beautiful red rose. Do you take it?
Thank you.
You take it. And you're, for a moment, you forgot that roses have thorns. And you'll prick your one finger on one of the thorns. And he looks at you and is like, oh, sorry, that one still has got thorns on. Here, this one will suit you better. And he hands you a pure white rose that's been dethorned. And he takes the rose from you. And he holds the rose for a bit. Take his one finger, puts it to his mouth. Licks it a bit. Interesting. I thought you were Toreador. I wonder why you're Ventru. Wait, I need to make my facts correct here. Yeah, I wonder why you're Ventru. Yeah. Interesting.
Ventru, huh? I don't think I read something about that. I know Toreador's the beautiful people.
Yeah.
The art people, I think. What's Ventru? Money? Power?
Kings, princes.
Something like that.
Yeah, you're the kings and princes. Interesting. I would love to see how you use your abilities. Not on me, of course. But back to the matter at hand. Let's circle back. So, that roving band of Kindred.
Yes.
They usually show up for a night and then disappear.
Well, Luan
And they're
said
unfortunate
they did
victims.
Some ritual to call upon a wraith.
No, they won't do that. That ritual is man-made then, most likely. Can you explain the ritual to me in detail?
There were bodies on upside-down crosses and in pentagrams and impaled upon each other.
Yes. I remember specifically that there was the ones that were impaled. They were impaled in a way that was like one man was impaled and then above them was impaled a woman.
Wow.
Between 20 and 30 bodies in total.
Yeah, quite a large number.
Yeah.
Big problem. The other part to that is that the only other people we know that went in there was this new so-called police. And they did not make it out alive because the one man that did make it out was amputated all except his one arm. So
he's clearly shocked at this.
Do you know what this means?
I don't know of our kind that would do rituals like this. It's definitely... There's definitely some sort of religion or cult happening here. And how has no one reported the bodies?
Well, from what we've seen, it's people no one would really miss.
Well, it's from...
You see,
it's from a certain community.
You see, he goes very quiet, and he's downtrodden. He like his shoulders sag, and he's like,
I'm sorry.
I'm just not doing enough to protect everyone.
How can we help?
Well, you've got still 2 people that can walk during the day.
Yes.
They might have to find out a way to figure out who the hell these cultists are.
Okay.
And
Well, they're currently
Well,
reaching the caves.
well, that group, what hand? Something hand. It was the same people. Like, I'm not saying, but if we know of a cult, we do know of the one where it's the handprint on everything, and then we were like, it could be so and so cults, and they could still play a factor. They would still be the people that did it.
you still believe that was a cult?
Well, we don't have enough evidence to rule out that that's not a cult. It could still exist, could be a thing.
Okay. So it could be that cult. So, I don't know. You need to figure out who their target is.
We thought it might be you, so just keep an eye out on your employees.
Yeah, well, luckily I can't be possessed. Well, I've never been
Yes.
possessed. But I'll keep an eye out.
But your employees can.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. And as far as I know, you should all be okay from possession.
Okay. Even the Thin Bloods.
Yes, even the Duskborn.
Perfect.
They should be okay. I would most likely start looking at something, an event that might have triggered this, and I'm trying to think what event might have triggered this. But if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my roses. I'm burning moonlight.
Of course. Henry, can I ask you a favor?
Yeah?
Could one of your guys maybe wash my horses tomorrow during the day? We took them out to Kanonkop.
I'll add it to their list.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. I know the transitional period is quite strange and can be scary at some times. But it seems like you've been hiding it reasonably well. And I commend both of you
Yeah.
for that.
Thank you.
And
Thank
do the others know?
No. Well,
Luan
one
knows
does.
about JJ, but
Yeah.
not about me.
It's for the base that at least he knows, because it makes situations easier. I think the stubborn one would be far more suspicious, and it would be far more problematic if I just left it. At least I have them to steer it in the right direction, because he has fun, grand ideas about going out in the day or lighting things on fire, and I really don't need that.
Of course. And on my side, I am working on trying to get one of them on, let's say, our side as soon as possible.
Understood.
Yeah, I've already cut off
can
his main source of food supplies,
Okay.
and I hope that that will make him inclined to go a bit crazy and force my hand.
I understand.
And as far as I know, it's only him that needs the food supply. I don't know how the other one's surviving.
No, they're together, they live together. That's how it
Yes.
works. He feeds him secretly.
2 flies with 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah. He has these smoothies. I saw him drink that the one makes for the other one, and he has no idea that this is not a regular smoothie. He says it tastes like strawberries.
Oh, but that's deception. That's more up your alley, though.
I know. I thought about it and I thought it was genius because that's what I would have done. I find it quite fun to watch.
Interesting. Well, keep me updated every now and again on how they're looking
Will do.
and what's happening to them. The moment they start acting more irrational, you gotta get to me as soon as possible.
Will do.
Will do.
Because sometimes the beast needs to be brought out for them to accept their fate.
Absolutely.
Especially that one that I worry about.
A warrior.
Yeah.
He's waiting for you. He's a bit obsessed. I'm not going to lie.
He
It's-
really wants to kill you, though.
He
It's
does, he
good to be.
does.
Oh, he really does. Oh, we could use that to his advantage.
To our advantage.
Well, I say we, but I mean I.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm burning moonlight. If you'll excuse me,
Of
I'll
course.
I'll
Enjoy.
I'll recommend getting. If you want to get the best sleep, don't wait for sunrise. Go about an
Okay.
hour before. You want to take a
Will do.
best
Okay.
rejuvenating rest. It improves your chances of not waking up hungrier. Or so I believe.
Understood. We'll definitely do that.
All right. Well, thanks for all the information.
And thank you as well.
And
Have a great night.
good luck with your cult hunting.
Thank you.
And with that, he turns his back to you and he starts talking to the flowers again. Singing a random song. And where are you guys heading to now? I mean, it is just like 1 o'clock in the morning.
So, Marta will walk with JJ wherever he goes, but she is aiming to go back to the haunted house, to HQ, to finish up the boys' room with the library racks.
Okay, and JJ?
There's only one place I'm really looking for. Because while I did tell them I was going to go talk to people, there's not many people awake. There's hardly anybody that's awake. But the one that I wish to speak to would be Tiffany, because at least then I can cover the two bases of people who
Our
would most likely
suspicion,
have
yeah.
information. Yeah.
So who do you want to
So
talk
Marta
to?
will walk with JJ to Tiffany's place and then walk off to the haunted house.
You get to her place. It's dark inside. What do? Door is clearly locked.
That's an interesting one.
Both
Knock
of you
on the
roll
door.
me. Yeah, knock on the door. Roll me wits and awareness as you knock on the door. Both of you.
Okay.
It's not bad. Not bad.
JJ, the best way to explain it, and this is going to sound very, very strange. You look at your immediate surroundings, and it's you, Marta, and no one else, and nothing else. There's a little bench to the side. It's empty, like a little wooden bench. It's empty, but It's more emptier than it should be. It emanates emptiness. You blink your eyes, and Tiffany is sitting on the bench. Dearies, you just had to look. And you blink your eyes, and it's as if she was there the whole time. Your mind tells you you saw her before you blinked your eyes. And Marta, you could swear that she was there the whole time, and you don't know why you knocked.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hi. How can I... What brings you here at this time of night?
So I hate that. I hate that. That was... Okay. Anyway,
Hate what?
what brought us here?
I've been here the whole time. What do you hate?
Sure.
Do you hate me?
No. Listen. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's like how you can't see your nose because it's just in your face and your brain doesn't notice it. But that's freaky. Anyway, no, I did not see you here the whole time. But that's not the point. The point is, we're here because we've had some interesting encounters with people. People is a very generous term. Let's say it like that.
Okay.
And these people, they were once at the haunted house, and then not anymore. And then they were in the caves of Kanonkorp, so we decided, well, we're gonna go get them. And we went, and we go inside, and what we see is some strange ritual with people on upside down crosses and staked and like impaled in a stake or something like that, impaled somehow, and in like weird pentagram symbols on the ground and other strange symbols. And we're trying to get some information on it because we want to know A, who are these people? B, like, what are they after?
Luan mentioned it was to summon a wraith, if that
Yep.
helps.
Okay, so there were 7 pentagrams then. Interesting.
Well, it was a total of between 20 and 30 bodies.
That makes sense. It's quite a powerful one then. Oh. Oh, first it is... Why are things ramping up? First it was the poor soul that I helped tonight get rid of some of his pain. And then... now this? Huh. Interesting. So what do you want from me exactly? Is this just a warning, or...?
Well, warning is part of it because we don't know who they're after, and we're doing deduction of who would most likely be a target. And besides the warden who we just went to speak to, you're the other person that people might know and people might have some type of issue with. So there's that. And then the second thing is, I feel like as you've just added some information there, that you may know something or give us some better context to deal with the situation, because we're kind of going in a little blind.
Okay, so we are protected, so you don't have to worry about that. Due to our affinities. That's the word, affinities. So they're definitely targeting someone. Now, who would they possess? Who would they want to target? I
That's
wonder.
the question we're trying to answer.
Have you noticed anything
Head of
else about the cave system or the caves?
Only that the cave we entered has only one entrance and exit.
and it's very deep.
Yes.
We had to go quite far in. It took quite a while to get to that.
But anything else out of the ordinary while you were traveling inside of the cave?
There
It
was
felt like we were underwater.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure. There was a strange pressure.
Okay, that
It's quite weird.
pressure, interesting. Okay. Well, I will have to look into this. Did you do anything to the cave or the ritual? Like, did you move any bodies? Did you break down any of the symbols? The pentagrams?
Well, some of the bodies were removed from the upside down crucifixes.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of that. I think we were planning to either move and or burn the bodies.
Okay, so, well, I'll go check tomorrow.
Okay.
And
Luan and JJ is scoping out the place, so just be careful they don't attack you.
they won't. And she smiles.
Okay.
I think I'll go tomorrow. I'm quite exhausted tonight. I was just taking my breath, taking the fresh air in and all of that. So take the night and relax and do your things that you want to do. And tomorrow night I'll probably have a few more answers or maybe even more questions.
Thank you, Tiffany. Also, just be careful when you enter the art traps set.
Oh, of course. I'll send out a scouting party. And you hear, like,
Perfect.
very softly, "Oh!"
Hello, little blue man. Hope you're doing well.
And it's as if there's more quietness than there should be. All right. And she gets up and she's like, well, after you, I need to get to my door.
Oh, of course. Have a good night, Tiffany. Sleep well.
You too. And
Thank you.
she reaches over to her door to open it. Are you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Yes, Marta is going to the haunted house now.
Okay. And JJ?
I'm going home.
You're going to go home. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And you head off home, and the camera cuts back to the cave. What are you guys doing to prepare?
That's a good question.
So I will say I will probably wait for him to come back. So the one that's like very like sitting there still next to the body, taking it in, and then do you come back eventually, Jan?
Yeah. Like he comes back. Basically, it's like almost like it's awkward. Like the energy is awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so what's the plan?
You want to be inside or outside? Let's start with that. Inside, I feel they will not detect us as easily. But also, outside, we can curb them. I should probably go take down the bomb.
I was thinking the same thing. We can, like, if we sit inside, and I do get inside, we just have to find a way to get behind them. If we're outside, and someone catches us with a shit ton of blood on us, it'd be hard to explain.
Yeah.
So
with this police running around, because there's missing police, which is a shit show as well, I think.
that's why, and that's also why I feel like by the morning we need to burn all of this. Well, we can stay inside. We can chill. It's just us, and it looks like a random head, and
How
them.
how good are you at staying up somewhere high? I'm
Well,
not.
like balance or some shit.
Well, and I point to above the entrance. Maybe if you somehow like stay there, and then when they come in, you drop behind them, and I'll by that pillar. Um,
That's a good idea.
it's yeah, it could be useful. Let's meet, and I will go while we're talking. Go out quickly, undo the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Hendrik
Very
is
carefully.
like trying to do what he wants, like. It's like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
tries to do it.
Is there a ledge?
There will be a ledge. There will be a ledge. Don't worry. You've made a ledge. A ledge is there. Yeah. Yeah. So you walk out, and at a certain point, you feel that pressure lift, and you take care of the bomb. You disable it and whatnot, carefully putting it back into your
Satchel.
bag or satchel, and you move back in. And at some point, you feel the pressure again.
What range do I think it's emanating from?
You can roughly pinpoint where it sort of starts getting heavier, where the pressure starts building up. You can roughly pinpoint. What do you want to do to figure out? Do you want to do something to figure out what this is?
Yes, I would. So basically, I'm trying to first do math to see if it's a circular radius. Like I go in and out. I want to touch like the walls. Basically, I'm trying to figure out what this pressure is. See if it gets deeper. So I'm probably going to go up and down this tunnel a few times, trying to
Okay.
feel how it gets. Does it get stronger? Does it get is it circular or just directed or something? Yeah.
All right. So you do those tests. You walk in and out, and you try and figure out what it is. And there's definitely it's sort of like a wall that you pass through. But it's like, when I say wall, it's not like and you're in. It's like a gradual, slow buildup of pressure. But you pinpoint roughly where it starts and where it ends. You're touching the walls to feel the heat or feel anything weird. There's blood on your hands, right? So roll me a wits and awareness while you're touching these walls. That's simple enough. So you're touching the wall outside of the pressure area, and you leave like a slight handprint. Blood is still slightly oozing, and you see it oozes. And you touch and you move in, and you go to the other wall and you use your other hand that's also slightly still wet and dripping with blood. And inside the pressure zone, you touch it, and you pull your hand away, and the blood doesn't drip. So your first inclination, I would think, what would your first inclination be? You test this again on the outside, you take blood off your shirt, you put it on the inside of the barrier, blood isn't oozing. You've definitely figured that out. Take some blood off your shirt and go outside of the barrier, and blood is dripping down.
I also tried of a liquid, like just water, to see.
Oh yeah, you've got water and stuff on you. Outside it acts normally. Inside it doesn't.
So even water.
Yeah.
Like.
Water doesn't drip properly. Yeah. Or doesn't run.
I now remember with the blood and stuff, the bodies and stuff. Does it seem like this is almost like a stasis that's keeping the things not rotting, or does it physically feel like it's stopping liquid from moving?
Your first thought is closer to the truth. Yeah.
It's almost like a bubble stasis thing.
Yeah.
I go back and see how old do the bodies look actually in the room.
What do you
Like,
mean, like how old? How much they've decomposed?
Yes.
Well, they're about 2 or 3 days old. The youngest
of
one, the youngest one is about a day old. You'd guess. There's actually the one you've eaten. Feel like it's been recently buried. Like it's reasonably fresh. Like roughly the same freshness that you got from the other guy.
The other guy. Huh. Why would they be stopping or stasising this area?
Now remember, you've been here more than 2-3 hours. Yeah.
Oh. So it's not moving.
So you, now that you think of it, you take out your pocket watch, I guess you have one, and you look at the time. And you look at it, and it's not moving. The hands are not moving.
I go outside.
You go outside while holding the watch, or the pocket watch. You go outside, and once you're outside, it jumps ahead like 5 to 10 minutes, and the hands continue on moving normally.
Okay, so it's not like time is it stopped, but it returns immediately back to normal.
Mm.
I won. I want to do a lot of experiments here.
And as that thought crosses your mind, the camera fades to black. And it opens up in a different area with the same woman dressed in midnight black. And she's standing next to a bed. There's a guy sleeping in there. He's familiar to the viewer. He's the policeman from the previous episode. And she touches him, and you see, she touches his shoulder, and you see a faint red glow where her hand and his shoulder is touching. And you hear her thoughts. The viewer, you hear her thoughts. And it's like, may the pain you've inflicted haunt you till the end of days. And the camera fades out.
Hectic. Life-changing shit. On stream.
On stream, yeah. Yeah. So, how are y'all feeling?
Hectic session. Holy shit.
Good session. A lot of stuff happened. Not what I expected would happen, but a lot of shit happened. Other shit.
Other shit happened.
So much information. I love it.
I already forgot like 40% of it.
That Henry is trying to starve us out.
The thing,
Well, you don't know
That
that.
was a fun one.
You don't know that.
Yep.
the thing that bothers me the most, even though I know it, is how fucking Marta and JJ just fucking blart to fucking
Well, Marta
assholes.
is currently an open book to Henry.
Yeah, I fucking noticed.
The problem is we are two characters because my character does not like necessarily for Tiffany.
Mm.
Yeah.
In the case of Henry, and your character despises both of them. So they're going to be very difficult vampires. Like, are they sure they want us as vampires?
Hey man, I don't want to fucking die. How about that? Like, I don't want him to murder me. It's like,
You're like,
For my family and my lineage, and then he fucking chopped my head off. That's not great. So
Don't you just think it's a very cool, good coincidence that he was targeting the one that he thought was weakest out of the two of
Yep.
you, and then through that, actually targeted both of you? Because
Yep.
if he could if there was 3 against 1, they could easily persuade him to come to the light side. Where the
Yep.
moon shines all night.
We have cookies.
Yeah.
yeah.
And now
Problem
and
is
now there's
We
a
got
bigger
strawberry
problem.
smoothies.
Now there's a bigger problem because now it's both of them being affected. Or it's a good solution.
It is, but as I said, it's going to be a very difficult. Like, we're not just gonna be nice to the situation after we eat it, but we'll see. Being a vampire is toxic. Oh, addictive. So that's honestly. Yeah, Luana's having a crisis of. Let's call it a crisis of faith.
Yeah.
About all the shit that's happening. So it's
Mm.
like.
Well, you know
I
that
see, like,
time-
in the future when I.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Like, I see in the future when, like, they call for Jan Hendrik when he does change in the future. It's like, oh, we have to call him in. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah. Shit, just make sure that he doesn't have his sword, because last time he chopped someone's arm off.
Yeah.
Last time we sent 6.
Which,
Only 2
again,
returned.
It does fit with what you are from correct the Quinn, because no vampires like them because they eat vampires. Literally, they are blood leechers, and that's why all vampires like because they're like, ooh, I'm just gonna eat you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very hilarious. Like, oh,
That's so cool, though.
That is cool.
Mm,
We're not going to do the Patreon thing tonight, so we're just going to continue our talking here. So that we can, if there's someone in chat with questions, we can just see them.
Yeah.
And let me just get that ready. There we go. Now I can
You
see
know what
all
I
the
think
chats.
would be really, really cool to find, like, in the cave next to the bodies and blood and the ritual fucking artifacts and shit.
Mm.
Exclamation mark.
Onesie.
Onesie.
Yeah.
one of them wore a bloody onesie while they were killed. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah.
And it had a big exclamation on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Definitely.
like carved into their chest. Yes. Oh.
Yeah. I was sitting here going, oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sakes, do I need to create an item now?
But if you guys want to see Zaffageek in a onesie by Folk of Politica, go
Go do the
support him.
things.
support.
Do
Yeah.
the
There's,
things.
there's like milestones. One milestone has already been achieved. Look at him, he's smiling. He's in the onesie, all warm and snug. Thanks to you guys.
And I'm not
You also have
humiliated
to-
at all.
You also have to admit that he's adorable in that onesie. Sorry,
That's
the,
right.
the thing is adorable.
Well, it's a fake Hello Kitty onesie, so it's fake adorable.
Nice.
And it's
I
even
just
got a
have to say,
tail.
Nice.
Oh my!
And the tail
Okay,
is hard. So I have to
Nice.
shift my weight the whole time to have the tail move to one butt or the other butt.
I have a question, guys. Am I behind, or is Zaffa behind?
What?
Like on the Discord stream, because
Oh, the timing, because his
Yeah.
mouth moves and then you yeah, no.
No.
I thought it was.
That's just a
me
thing.
most of the time. But I know it's just for Discord. It's like it's fine
Oh.
for the rest.
As I said, it's happened with me because he freezes for me, but that was me. But
Mm.
Yeah.
he is a little
Because-
bit after, yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of like throws me off when I like not like in a bad way, but like
It's
he
especially
stops
when this.
talking, and then I'm like, okay, and then you're like, you were busy with this thing, and I'm like,
It's probably then my side sending the video out.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
on my side.
oh,
Oh.
Did he freeze for you, Jono, and Santa?
Like there was. I don't know if I specifically saw him freeze. There was one point where he was gonna say something, and then we were waiting, but he was
Yeah.
thinking, and then I didn't know if he freezed or not.
And that's why I
But
moved
then-
my finger. Like,
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, smart. But just to go back to the thing, if I think like if JJ or Marta would have like eaten like the body in front of
I fucking did, dog.
and like I think that it would have been different.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Luan is like Jan Hendrik's like only real friend. Like
Yes.
Jan Hendrik hadn't like he wanted to. He was like, but he was like, oh yeah, this is.
Luan was
Luckily-
prepared. Luan,
Yeah.
if you would have done it, Luan would have said, I understand.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That is fucked up. That is fucked
It is
up.
very. This is why it's interesting that you're trying to turn Luan first with Henry's idea, because there's a chance Luan will just say to him, like, do it, Jan. We've made that fucking pact.
Luckily, Marta lives on animal blood, so that's good.
I
You
know.
know, the funny thing is that I can totally see it playing out. You get him first, then he's like, ah, you made the pact, just it's fine, just get me. Right here. And then
Jan
he's
is
like, oh, and then he's there on the sword, he's like, oh, no, I don't want to do it. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Jan is like,
Oh, this is boring.
yeah, find a cure. That's gonna be fun.
I'm soft now, this sucks.
I have this picture of like how Jan Hendrik and Luan basically met. Like Jan Hendrik being awkward as shit, like choose me to fight for you. You know, like basically like, and everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? And then you see like Luan selling shit, you know, like maybe like medicine or some shit. And then at one point like Luan actually like helps him talk to people, and it's like Jan Hendrik like, you want to fight evil?
And at that
Basically
point,
something like that.
Luan is like, I'm looking for a place to stay. Yeah, of course I want to fight evil.
I have like this old big mansion type thing with like
Yeah.
basements and dark
No
shit.
raid?
Yeah, you know, basically over the years, it's basically like nothing ever has happened, and then basically there's like them being friends and shit like that.
Yeah.
So like for me, like Jan Hendrik is gonna be cock hard to kill Luan. Like it's gonna be like
How old
Yeah.
is Jan Hendrik?
I did put let me.
Now I'm curious of the time. I remember I don't know how long I've been actually in Bloemfontein.
That's a good question, but like we haven't like talked about like actually exactly how we met. Like in my brain is basically how they.
I agree.
In your brain, years
Yeah,
have passed,
something like-
but in essence, actually, like maybe 1 year has passed.
Like
Yeah.
I think he was probably in Bloemfontein because he's now 17, so if he may have arrived at 15.
Mm.
Yeah.
2 years, but basically probably in that first month this happened
Yeah.
because I was trying to sell stuff and it's like two weirdos seeing each other across the street, like, oh please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
It's-
yeah, I think we talked about like Jan Hendrik being like 20 something, like 21,
Yeah.
20 something,
Mhm.
because we talked about it, and you guys said something. The average lifespan is like 30 or some shit,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck that.
well, again, remember that the average lifespan means because there's a lot of baby mortalities. If you live past 25, you can go to 60. It's just because a lot of babies died, so it brought the average.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you're fine.
makes sense. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, but
So,
like
yeah, you're
I'm
24. I
20.
think.
Yeah, exactly. Like basically.
Yeah, basically, when you hit 30, you hit a midlife crisis.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
I can
actually
imagine
very
also
close.
that Jans was like, I have this book, I can't read it, and then my Luan was like, oh, that's what it says. Like, read it to me. I don't want to read.
Yeah, it's like.
And then after a while, Luan realized that Jan Hendrik is not even listening.
Yeah.
It's like, have you seen Sword? Like I got it from my family.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it has words on it. It says something like bought in China, and he's just like, it says a great hero will wield it.
Yeah.
That was so fucked
Yeah.
up.
Sure, buddy, sure.
It's
Yeah,
like
this is great.
it's like this armband of mine. One of my students in Korea went to Canada. Like, I got him to go to Canada because I helped him prepare for his English test so that he can be eligible to go to Canada. So I helped him prepare for that.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
he came back and he's like, "Oh, teacher, thank you for getting me to Canada." And he hands me this bracelet. It used to say like Canada on the side, like in white. It used
Yeah.
to say that. And I'm like, "Oh, cool, a Canadian bracelet." And I put it on and I'm like, "Thank you." And that's that. And about 2 weeks later, he's like, "Oh, teacher, teacher." And he takes my bracelet and he flips it around. "I'm sorry, teacher." And it says made in China. And I'm like, "Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's the thought that counts."
Before that count.
Well, he's like, "I'm sorry, teacher. It's only made over here, like across the ocean."
It's like it's very funny to me when you're selling like battery systems and stuff like that, and people like, we don't really buy stuff that's made in China, and then I have to basically explain to them like, this is a very good brand. This is a very good brand, but most things are still made in China, even though it's like
Yeah.
Yep.
very well made.
On that note, sorry, this is going to be out of the blue. How's the job going? The thing that you aced with flying colors?
Oh, like I did really well. Like I did really, really, really well. And then I started noticing stuff, and I was like, "Nope, I'm not taking this," because I was fine, but they were setting up people to fail,
Ah.
like
Oh.
very desperate people, and I didn't like that at all. And then I basically realized what they're trying, what they are doing, and I was like, "No, I'm not taking that."
Good.
Oh,
It's-
shit, man.
But
Mm,
that's
which is
like
fine.
that's fucked up from them. So I'm glad actually because I was curious. But yeah,
Mm.
fuck them.
Yeah, I'm saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
shit,"
yeah.
because they're fucked up. I'm not saying, "Oh, shit, you don't have a
Yeah.
job."
Yep.
I'm saying, "Oh, shit, they're
No,
fucked
no,
up."
no. I have like an interview tomorrow again. So
May they get fucked with a
Nice.
spiky dildo. That's basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
which is true.
All right.
Yeah, like this was a good session.
This
That
was.
a good session.
It was.
How was my?
Martha's
How was
trying her
my? How
best
was
to
my?
hide a vampire from Jan.
How was my intense rat moment?
That was
Fuck
awesome.
no. You know, when I did the fucking, I knew. Like, do you know what I thought was going to happen? I was
Mhm.
going to swing, and it was going to be one fucking innocent fucker that actually made his way out.
I
Like,
thought that
like, oh, like finally someone fucking in half, and I was like, in my brain, I was, fuck you.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
when it was a rat, I was like, I was like, and I was like, fuck. Still, basically,
Yeah.
but I was still like, I was still happy I didn't kill an innocent person because I actually thought I actually killed fucking someone.
What do you like kill it? There was somehow another cop that he killed, and it's like, ooh.
Mm.
Somewhere in the session, you were like you were telling, look, you're surrounded. I'm like, fuck. I knew it. You're waiting for them to leave, and they were like surrounded with a lot of bodies. I'm like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, basically we're me and Jan is waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm tired for having these thin bloods in my game. They need to become monsters already and stop walking in the daylight so I can not worry too much and split them entire time.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting for them.
Yeah. You're
I'm
waiting for
curious
that.
to know what happened to Jake, though, the police officer.
You know, he's turned. He's most likely the Wraith.
Jake is
Because
still
he's the
fine.
one at Tiffany's.
No.
Oh,
That
was he
that
not?
was the one that my character mistakenly said, "Oh yeah, give the people to me." If I'm correct, beating up people.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, is it him?
So
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Oh, I got confused. Which
okay.
one is the childhood friend?
Jake.
Jake. Jake is the one we met before that at the
Well, it's
library.
not Jake. It's
Well,
Yaku.
Oh,
It's Yaku.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yaku, sorry, Yaku. Yeah.
yeah.
So Yaku is
Got it.
good for now, but that was
Oh,
the
okay.
guy who wanted to beat up that we were pulling bodies that gave that broken man to us. Half dead, which I nursed back, and then I think Tiffany probably took over there without me knowing.
Yeah.
Because Tiffany probably is friends with Sipo, and Sipo banned me from getting. Well, I will I will need food, so we're gonna see how long I stay banned from that graveyard.
And how do you think the time dilation is going to affect your hunger?
I fucking hope not. That's my answer.
Okay.
Because if it jumps like that, we have a little bit of a problem. It's like, oh no, I am on full hunger all of a sudden. Shit.
shit.
I'm
How
just
long
putting-
have I been in this cave?
Kaklo.
Years.
I start gnawing on like the priest's foot, like it's fine.
It's like,
I'm,
yeah, Hendrik, you already. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna fucking roll
I
this
will also,
stone.
if my character gets hungry, he's gonna say, "See these bodies? They are food source for a bit because they're gonna stay fresh forever." So if you say something, Jan, I'm gonna fucking bitch slap you.
Someone is
Oh.
angry.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll let you turn around like, nope, we're eating this. Come here.
No. But alright.
I really enjoyed the conversation between me, JJ, and Henry.
Mhm.
I was
It
literally
was
like,
amazing.
Looking at JJ and was like, "Fuck you, you fucking asshole." He was like, I'm so good. I didn't hear the conversation because I was like, "You fucking rat." Basically going like, "Yo, he's getting his shakes and he loves the shakes and shit," and I was like, "Asshole, you fucking asshole."
What? This is my time, dude. I've observed this shit. I know to like talk to me like, hey, listen, look at this shit. This is weird. Now I get to
Very
be like,
true.
hey, look.
Very true, but just be warned. Do not. We both are going to be blood sorcerers in different ways. Just don't piss us off. Like you keep us on the good, like a true Ventru Two-Face. Like make sure that you're friends of us and
Yeah.
say shit behind our backs to people we don't talk to because yeah.
Listen, you for your reasons have problems with Henry. Henry's great. Listen, Henry's gonna be so helpful. He's showing us the life. He's showing us the ways. How am I
Made
Like-
of
supposed to?
monsters.
How am I supposed to
Henry-
learn how to be
Yeah.
this shitty little?
Like,
You
we
know?
can be open and honest with Henry because he's been a vampire for how long?
He's also
And we
a
can-
prince.
Yes.
Exactly. What you
And
think?
he
What
can
you
give
gonna
us
do?
tips and things.
He's
Exactly.
a prince that usually, like, even though he's a nicer one, even the nice Camarilla princes are not good. Like, I do not trust him with a 10. I barely trusted the Baron in the previous game. Fuck. Do
Well,
not trust
Henry has
dead
been
vampires.
helping Marta.
He's
so-
manipulating you so that you can punch his enemies like a good little bodyguard.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Hendrik is
He's also
basically.
leaving.
Wait until you have to kill Janine. Hopefully there's a scene where he forces you to kill Janine.
Janine.
But
Why would he
Janine is
kill a
turning
9-year-old
into
kid?
Elsie, so why?
Hmm.
Oh no, grooming. Ugh. Did he groom Elsie when she was? Did he burn and kill her family and then let her house just so that she can become a hot prostitute that he could manipulate? I would not put that past him.
Yes!
Sorry.
This guy is
that's
so
like a
angry at the
bullshit
moment.
twist. That's like fucking. That's good. That's hectic. Though. Like
He's
no.
just there with his flowers, bro. This is
Now I want
crazy.
I want to watch the pre-sequels. You know.
I know.
Vampires. Vampires
The
are
law, dog.
Have you learned nothing from the previous game?
Yes.
Vampires aren't fucking good. No one helps you at all. Everyone bullshits you, including your friends.
Which is true.
Well, in the previous game, me and Harley were on good terms, and we helped each other.
Yes.
Now there's
yes.
a fucking reason.
It's a human. Have you seen what these two vampires did to each other in the previous game? These two assholes.
Yes, yeah, she was
That's
there,
why I
sort
love
of.
it. That's why I love that. Like, would he kill his own like people? And I had to do the like I did it in a dream. It's like, bruh.
I did it in a dream.
Bruh. Yeah.
like I like it because again, Jono is one of the best role players I know. He's playing a Ventru. Like, he's doing the king. He's not even the prince. He's the king. And I'm like,
That's the thing. Henry is like, it's like Succession. I've become the heir, so I'm gonna go to him and be like, hey, listen, because now it's like you don't have a sire. This is like your sire. This is the closest thing I have to a sire. So it makes sense that he will go and like teach me. I need your, like, if there's one person I need approval from, it would be you, because I'm trying to be the next to you, and you already said you're leaving, which means that's my spot.
you're already measuring his house. We're like, yes,
Exactly.
your castle statues of me.
Yes.
Like, that's also thing because Henry is a Toreador, right?
Mhm.
But so it's interesting
He's
that he has a
he's an
Ventru
he's an
now.
interesting mix.
Hmm.
He can do a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a powerful.
Yeah, he can do a lot of things. And
I
Yeah.
have to say, yeah, sorry.
Oh, go ahead,
Sorry,
go ahead.
So continue.
Oh.
That's the delay thing. So you,
Ah,
you
ah.
go.
and there's a reason why he's leaving. I'm not going to give you the reason. Okay, I'll stop.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're gonna kill him.
And now you can talk.
That's why he's leaving. He's leaving in a box. Basically, well, he is all leaving in a box as well. But yes, the thing is, like, I'm curious how he reacted. Of like, there's a Ventru in here. Is that good or bad? Because he probably met a few the lust for power that Ventrus has. I'm curious. Is like the city will be fine because there's now a prince. Oh, looking at
It's
Martha.
But the cool thing is there's many ways to play it. Is it because a venture can also be like we maintain order and we maintain the status quo and everything remains the
Yeah.
same, and it's like, I also don't want you to be stagnant. Let's see, are you actually going to do my vision, or are you going to do something that's overly negative and just become too hungry for power, or are you going to do nothing and basically keep everything like time frozen?
That's why it
And
was
not
so
really change.
interesting me because again, like he was like, "Oh, Marta Gangrel, that's an easy deal." But I can imagine that it was like a Ventru. That may be a bit of a interesting case because again, some vampires are much easier, have a more controllable weirdo.
Yeah.
So, it's gonna be fun. I'm curious, but yeah, we have not turned to vampires yet. Day 99. I'm still a human between vampires. Sorry.
No, trust me.
On
Not
TikTok,
for long.
Me on TikTok, like day 46 until I turn into a vampire.
Yeah.
Because we're
I'm
not making it easy
in the
to
sun.
tell.
You're standing in the sunlight. Thumbs up next to the sun. Woo!
Next to like a sleeping JJ and Martha, like
Yeah.
And you see, like at like day 160, basically the phone on the ground in like ash. Sunlight.
I guess I was one.
That would be Jan. He will try and wake up, which he's gonna force himself to wake up.
Yeah, that's
Like there's
true.
actually a ritual that would fit you well. That's like wake with evening freshness. Which, if something happens, during the day, you actually wake up with no penalties because
Oh, shit.
ritual. Like it's just in emergencies, but I can imagine like you would do shit like that. Like I'm awake. I genuinely okay sleep.
Son. But I have to say though, like the thing that makes our game so nice is like each of our characters are so fucking unique. And if you check on our previous game, that's why at one point it clashed because everyone commits so cock hard on their characters. It's
Yes.
hectic.
Yes. And
Like
it
I have no
clashes
idea
with
where
the-
this is going.
Exactly. That is also, it's like, yo, the best thing is, let's take the situation where he's caught now, he ate the liver, he's seen. It genuinely puts you in like a, oh shit, the tension is real. Because honestly, you can do it and it makes total sense. Just, you're dead now, you're done. So it's like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, it makes these moments such fun.
It does.
And what I like about it, specifically with that scene, if you take that scene and see how Jan Hendrik normally operates and acts. And the moment it became serious, he's like, okay, wait, okay. He's like, serious face. You know. And then after that, he'll probably return to being jovial in front of everyone else.
Goofy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's really that person that hides his true emotions behind a goofy face.
There we go, there we go. But I want to say, everybody, thank you so much for joining. You don't have to report if you don't want to.
I already reported.
Okay, awesome.
Me too.
And yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you did. Yeah, I believe you. And yeah, your one weakness. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next week for another vampire story, if we're all healthy, if the cold doesn't get to us.
Yes.
Yeah, you all
Keep
should
warm, everyone.
please. And then you all should have a weirdly good one. I'll see you tomorrow with some more Doom Eternal. Yes, Doom Eternal. I'll see you all then, and have a good one.
Enjoy,
Bye.
guys.